What's up, YouTube? My name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka What Kind of Snatch You Want, because I got plenty to go around. And this is my Saturday night's main event review and highlight. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more rest content I do on the channel because I'm on the road to 10K and become a YouTube partner. Follow my social media down below in the description and go check out my WWE SmackDown review and highlights on the channel. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Now, WWE Saturday night's main event was a good show, and I give it a 6 out of 10. Now, WWE Saturday night's main event was live from Tampa, Florida, and Euclid Center. Commentary tonight: Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. All right, then now forever together. The WWE video leads us into the show. Pre-show arrivals: the stock, the stock, a stock Drew McIntyre is shown arriving earlier today. His opponent Damian Priest is also shown arriving. They'll, excuse me, they'll battle in a steel cage match. Earlier today, Chelsea Green with the Secret Harvest arrived. Women's United States champion Selena Vega is also in the building. Our troop is showing arriving, as is Logan Paul and the world heavyweight champion main event Jey Uso. So we get a video package. WWE Saturday Night's main event intro video. We go live into the Euclid Center to see a big protectionist display. Joe Tester and Jesse the Body Ventura welcomes us to the show. Ventura talks about the steel cage match with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Ventura predicts that the match will stay in the cage and be decided there. He doesn't understand why anyone will be in a steel cage match because you can't enter pretty and leave ugly. Joe Tester asks about Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. Ventura Ventura wonders if Mike Tyson will take another dive auditing auditing the Logan Paul to Logan Paul's brother. Jake Paul in his lackluster fight with Mike Tyson last year. They throw it to Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. Alright, so we get the first match. So we get a tag team match. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker accompanied by Paul Heyman versus Sami Zayn and CM Punk. This was a good tag team match to kick off the show. Alright, this is Seth Rollins' first match on Saturday night's main event. CM Punk made his entrance to an unreal pop. You couldn't hear the music over the roar of the crowd at first. Before the match officially starts, they start brawling. Sami Zayn quickly sends Seth Rollins out of the ring. CM Punk and Sami Zayn double team Braun Breaker and clotheslines him over the top rope. Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn get in the ring to officially start the match. Seth Rollins backs Sami Zayn into the ropes before the referee backs him up. Braun Breaker runs over Sami Zayn with a clothesline as the referee deals with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins sends Sami Zayn out of the ring to tag Braun Breaker in. Braun Breaker bounces Sami Zayn face off the commentary table and goes to the apron. Braun Breaker leaps off the apron and clotheslines Sami Zayn over the commentary table. So we go to commercial break. We return from the break to see Braun Breaker punch Sami Zayn in his corner. The referee backs Braun Breaker up. Seth Rollins used the distraction to punch away at Sami Zayn. CM Punk is furious. Braun Breaker powers Sami Zayn up for a vertical suplex to pick a 2 count. Braun Breaker does some push-ups after Sami Zayn kicks out. Braun Breaker is taunting CM Punk. Seth Rollins tag in. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker send Sami Zayn into the ropes, but he holds on. Sami Zayn elbows Seth Rollins back and gives Braun Breaker a back body drop over the top rope. Sami Zayn rolls under a clothesline from Seth Rollins and tags and CM Punk to a huge ovation. Alright. CM Punk hits Seth Rollins with a clothesline and a back elbow before sending him into the ropes before jumping a cow kick. CM Punk connects with a neck breaker and takes his shirt off before signaling for the end. CM Punk lifts Seth Rollins to go to sleep, but Seth Rollins slides off. CM Punk kicks Seth Rollins and his coat red for a near fall. Paul Heyman is stunned by that move. The crowd chants CM Punk. CM Punk needs Seth Rollins in the face and hits a bulldog. As he hits the bulldog, he clotheslines Braun Breaker. CM Punk goes for goes to the top rope and points to the heavens before hitting a diving elbow drop. 1-2. Seth Rollins kicks out. Um, it says what's that? 1-2. Seth Rollins kicks out. CM Punk signals for the end again. CM Punk lifts Seth Rollins, but Braun Breaker pulls Seth Rollins down. CM Punk goes after Braun Breaker, but he escapes. Seth Rollins catches CM Punk with a pedigree 1-2. I hate when Seth Rollins hit the pedigree. That's Triple H's move right there by itself. But anyway, let me continue. Sami Zayn breaks up the pin. Braun Breaker gets in the ring and attacks Sami Zayn before sending him over the top rope to the apron. Braun Breaker charges, but Sami Zayn pulls the top rope down to get him out of the ring. Sami Zayn then smashes Braun Breaker with a springboard moonsault block to the floor. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, CM Punk and Seth Rollins are exchanging punches. The crowd chants for CM Punk. CM Punk grabs Seth Rollins, head and knees him in the midsection several times. CM Punk lifts Seth Rollins before he goes to sleep, but Seth Rollins gets out. CM Punk avoids a stomp, and they take each other out with a double clothesline. Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker tag in. Sami Zayn goes for a Blue Thunder bomb, but Braun Breaker gets out. Sami Zayn gets out of a powerbomb attempt, wrenches the arm, scales the ropes, and hits a tornado DDT. Sami Zayn sets up for the hula kick, but Seth Rollins grabs the leg. CM Punk runs over and hits Seth Rollins with a plancha. Braun Breaker charged, but Sami Zayn hit an exploder suplex into the turnbuckles. Sami Zayn goes to the opponent corner and signs up Braun Breaker. Sami Zayn goes to charge, but Paul Heyman grabs the ankle. The referee admonished Heyman when he's not happy. The referee should have been Paul Heyman at ringside. All right. All of a sudden, Big Bronson. It says right here. All of a sudden, Big Bronson Reed charged at ringside and hit CM Punk with a spear through the barricade. Paul Heyman looks pleased. Braun Breaker then hit Sami Zayn with a spear for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. This was a good tag team match. No one has never said nothing about Bronson Reed, bro. Ever since Bronson Reed feud against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins hates Bronson Reed and Bronson Reed hates Seth Rollins. But man, nobody didn't say nothing about Bronson Reed, man, within the wrestling community. And now that I know that Bronson Reed became a Paul Heyman guy, so it's Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins, and Braun Breaker. All three of them is finna wreck some stuff within the WWE. Watch, I tell you this Monday. I guarantee you. And I can't wait to hear what Bronson Reed has to say Monday. Say, I cannot wait to hear Bronson Reed had to say on Monday Night Raw this Monday coming up. All right. Bronson Reed gets Bronson Reed gets in the ring and stares at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins walks over and embraces him. Paul Heyman is thrilled and shouts a bit. Bronson Reed shakes hands with Braun Breaker and they all pose in the ring. Bronson Reed has joined with Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman. Suddenly, CM Punk gets in the ring and grabs at Paul Heyman's ankles. Bronson Reed crushes CM Punk with a senton splash before headed to the top rope. CM Punk knee got sandwich on the senton. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker hold CM Punk down, and as Bronson Reed crushes him with a tsunami, they stand over a broken CM Punk. Now, on my understanding, they got uh Sami Zayn and CM Punk. All they need is Roman Reigns, so they might as well make that phone call and tell Roman Reigns to come back, man, because it's the only way to take down Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins, and Braun Breaker. Only thing that's missing is Roman Reigns. So that's all I gotta say. But that was a good tag team match between Sami Zayn and CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. But it is what it is. A backstage interview. Yeah, backstage interview. Captain Kelly is backstage with Chelsea Green and the Secret Herbert. Chelsea Green says she has rise from the ashes. Chelsea Green says the votes are in. When she beats Selena Vega, she will enter the second term as the United States Women's Champion. Chelsea Green says, "Thank you for your for your service. For your service. All right. Chelsea Green then makes her entrance with the Secret Service by her side. Back. So we go to commercial break. Replay: Big Bronson Reed made his return to join forces with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman. CM Punk tried to attack Paul Heyman after, but Bronson Reed soon crushes him with a tsunami. All right, let's move on. So we get the women's United States Championship match. Chelsea Green, accompanied by the Secret Harvest, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire versus Selena Vega. And this match right here, this was I might as well say this was a pretty good match in my opinion. This was pretty good, but I'm glad Selena Vega retained. And I was right. The bell rings and Chelsea Green immediately takes it to Selena Vega. Chelsea Green drives Selena Vega into the turnbuckles and posts. Selena Vega rolls her up for a 2 count. Selena Vega hits a head scissors takeover before going for a 619, but Chelsea Green moves. Chelsea Green grabs Selena Vega, but Selena Vega needs her out of the ring. Selena Vega goes to the apron, but Chelsea Green grabs her and hits a powerbomb on the floor. Chelsea Green gets hurt in the ring for a 2 count. Chelsea Green bounces Selena Vega's face off the canvas before talking some trash. Um, before talking some trash. Chelsea Green slaps her in the face and hits the ropes before slinging her face into the mat for a 2 count. The Secret Service looks frustrated at ringside. Chelsea Green digs her knee into Selena Vega's back and pulls back on the arms. Selena Vega tries to fight up, but Chelsea Green slams her down before applying a weird chin lock. Selena Vega fights up and hits a jawbreaker, but Chelsea Green floors her with a big boot. Chelsea Green stomps her in the corner and backs up. Chelsea Green goes for a springboard splash, but Selena Vega moves. All right. Selena Vega kicks Chelsea Green and sides her up. Selena Vega hits a pair of clotheslines before blocking a kick and hitting a back suplex. Selena Vega kicks up and gets the crowd going. Selena Vega hits a uh, pesto, pesto mural in the corner. Chelsea Green avoids a dive-in attack and takes her down. Chelsea Green sets up for an your sets up for prettier, but Selena Vega counters with a backstabber. Selena Vega hits a hideous 619 and the crowd starts to boo a bit. Selena Vega goes to the top rope. Alba Fire distracts the referee as Piper Niven sweeps Selena Vega's feet. Selena Vega fights back and hits a cold red off the second ropes for the win. Chelsea Green is bleeding pretty badly from the nose. The winner by pinfall is still your WWE Women's United States Champion Selena Vega. This was a pretty good. This was a pretty good match. This was a pretty good match in my opinion. But I'm glad Selena Vega retained the Women's United States Championship. So congratulations to Selena Vega, man. And that's all I gotta say. But I'm glad Chelsea Green lost. All right, let's move on. Coming up next, John Cena battles R-Truth. So we go to commercial break. WWE Hall of Famer, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart is seated at ringside. Also at ringside, we is WWE Hall of Famer Bushwhacker Luke. Luke tries to lick Hart, but on Hart, on not on Hart, but Jimmy Hart escapes. All right, so let's move on. Yeah, yeah. Let's move on. So we get WWE World Collide will take place. What was I? It says the WWE World Collide takes place on Saturday, June 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Vikino will battle Chad Gable. El Hydro del Vikino is shown at ringside. Video package: Undisputed WWE Champion John Cena has a vow to ruin wrestling by retiring with the WWE Championship. John Cena says he will be the last real champion. Undisputed WWE Champion John Cena goes 1-on-1 with R-Truth. All right, all right. It says so we go to commercial break. NXT Great American Bash Saturday night's main event July 12th. We and WWE Evolution July 13th are coming at Atlanta. Undisputed WWE Champion John Cena makes his entrance to a paralyzing reaction and has Lillian Garcia do an attendance announcement for him. R-Truth comes out to John Cena's music wearing John Cena's gear. John Cena looks serious and unpressed. Alright, so we get a non-title match. Undisputed WWE Champion John Cena versus R-Truth. And I called it straight down the middle that R-Truth was not going to be John Cena. I said it on my WWE SmackDown review on how that R-Truth was not going to be John Cena. And that's all I gotta say. And it did happen. R-Truth did not beat John Cena. And this match right here, this was, I don't know what to say, but this was a god awful match in my opinion. This was god awful. Alright, as R-Truth dances around the ring, John Cena clotheslines him down. John Cena punches away at R-Truth and rips his shirt off. The bell has rung to start the match. The crowd starts dueling chants for John Cena. John Cena puts R-Truth in a corner and punches him. R-Truth is wearing the shorts. John Cena whips him hard into the opposite corner. John Cena picks up a few of R-Truth's earrings that fell out. John Cena throws them onto R-Truth. The crowd chants, "You can't wrestle." Yes, he can. John Cena hits a diving shoulder tackle and looks like he isn't wearing R-Truth. He isn't sweating R-Truth. John Cena hits a second diving shoulder tackle followed by a back suplex powerbomb. John Cena connects with a five knuckle shuffle before lifting him for an attitude adjustment, but R-Truth slides off. R-Truth hits a pair of diving shoulder tackles followed by a back suplex powerbomb. R-Truth connects with a five knuckle shuffle before hitting his childhood hero with the STF with the attitude adjustment 1-2. John Cena quickly kicks out. R-Truth quickly transitions to an STFU, but John Cena gets to the bottom rope to break up the hold. John Cena rolls out of the ring to recover. R-Truth goes outside to grab John Cena, but John Cena sends him headfirst into the ring post. John Cena grabs the undisputed WWE Championship and gets in the ring. John Cena signs R-Truth up, but he doesn't hit him with the same with the title. John Cena looks like he's second guessing his attention. John Cena looks to looks to the crowd and looks unsure. John Cena then hands the title to the referee, Jason Ayers. John Cena shakes R-Truth's hand before delivering a low blow. The referee was distracted as he handed the title to a crew member. John Cena immediately follows up with an attitude adjustment for the win. Now I thought Travis Scott was going to come out, but I'm glad that Travis Scott didn't. All right, it says the winner by pinfall, John Cena. This match was awful. I ain't even gonna lie, this was a awful match. So if R-Truth and I quote R-Truth said this on SmackDown when R-Truth says if he doesn't beat John Cena, we riot. I bet you they're gonna riot. All right. John Cena celebrates with the undisputed WWE Championship before telling the production crew to cut his music. John Cena then throws over R-Truth, but the title shot to the skull. John Cena walks off. All right. So we get a video package, steel cage match. The steel cage lowers over the ring. So we go to commercial break. So we go to backstage segment. World Heavyweight Champion main event Jey Uso is walking backstage when he bumps into the undisputed WWE Champion John Cena. John Cena says it's been a long time. Jey Uso says he hasn't seen John Cena since he him he eliminated him to win the Royal Rumble. John Cena is happy that Jey Uso remembers that John Cena is looking forward to the next time he sees Jey Uso sees something special about Jey Uso before from the before from, before one be, I'm sorry what was that? John Cena is looking forward to the next time he sees Jey Uso. There is something special about Jey Uso being from one of the most prestigious families in WWE in wrestling history and losing the title to Logan Paul. Wouldn't it be something if John Cena clocks runs out and the only title left is around the waist of a YouTuber? That will be ruined wrestling. John Cena says there is a lot of pressure for the match tonight. John Cena sarcastically wishes him luck and says he'll be watching closely. All right, let's move on. So we get the WWE legends. Lee, Leanna Kai is at ringside. Ta Tanaka Tataka is also at ringside. So if I said it right, Tatanka Tatanta Tatanka. I said it right this time. All right. Jesse the Body Ventura joins Michael Cole and Pat McAfee in 1986. Ventura teams with Roddy Piper and Cowboy Bob Orton on Saturday night's main event, won and then returned to commentary. This is the first steel cage match on Saturday night's main event since 1987. This year I was born. All right, so we get the next match. So we get a steel cage match. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. This match is fantastic. That steel cage match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. This match was fantastic. As Damian Priest tries to enter the cage, Drew McIntyre attacks him. Drew McIntyre attacks him at ringside and puts two chairs in the ring before getting inside Drew McIntyre. Close the door to start the match. Damian Priest attacks Drew McIntyre and tries to smash him into the cage wall, but Damian Priest blocks it. Damian Priest attacks and tries to dive Drew McIntyre into the cage, but Drew McIntyre stops him. Drew McIntyre hits a chop, but Damian Priest responds with a flatliner. Damian Priest chops the chest and super kicks him. Damian Priest galls him, but Drew McIntyre elbows out of a south of heaven attempt. Damian Priest boots Drew McIntyre in the face and charge, but Drew McIntyre sidesteps him. Drew McIntyre sends Damian Priest into the cage wall. Drew McIntyre scoops him up and lawn darts him into the cage wall. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Drew McIntyre tries to escapes the cage, but Damian Priest cuts him off. Damian Priest stands on the top and sets up the Racer's Edge. Set up set, set up for a Racer's Edge, but Drew McIntyre fights out of it. Drew McIntyre slings Damian Priest's head off the cage wall, knocking him to the canvas. Drew McIntyre leads leads, but he rolls through when Damian Priest moves. Damian Priest connects connects with a Claymore kick and hits Top of Heaven 1-2. Drew McIntyre kicks out. Damian Priest climbs the cage and gets a leg over the top, but Drew McIntyre climbs in and grabs him. Drew McIntyre hooks the head and brings Damian Priest off the top of the cage, win a superplex with a superplex. Drew McIntyre counts down and hits a claymore. 1-2 Damian Priest. Damian Priest barely kicks out. Drew McIntyre is stunned. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre exchange punches in the center of the ring. Damian Priest kicks away at Drew McIntyre's midsection and rocks him with a forearm to the jaw. Damian Priest hits a diving elbow in the corner and hits the ropes, but he holds on before Drew McIntyre he can a he can hit a claymore kick. Damian Priest rolls Drew McIntyre up for a 2 count. Drew McIntyre galls Damian Priest and hits him with South of Heaven. Drew McIntyre covers and gets a near fall. Alright. Drew McIntyre grabs the steel chair he brought into the cage as the start and smashes it a few times of Damian Priest's back. Drew McIntyre wedges in a chair into the corner and and leans Damian Priest's head against it. Drew McIntyre goes for a Claymore kick into the chair, but Damian Priest moves. Damian Priest attacks him with the chair and drives him and drives and drives the chart into Drew McIntyre's throat. Damian Priest hits South of Heaven and looks around. Damian Priest lays Drew McIntyre's head on the chair and grabs the other chair. Damian Priest crushes Drew McIntyre on the controller to Michael Cole. Mentions that pretty took out his mentor. Edge Edge with Dam, what's that? Damian Priest with a control chair. Drew McIntyre with that concerto. Damian Priest heads to the floor and slowly steps out. Damian Priest steps on the bottom step and looks bad. Drew McIntyre it looks bad on Drew McIntyre. Damian Priest then slaps off the bottom step to win the match. All right, the winner of the match, Damian Priest. This was a good steel cage match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. After the match, Jesse the Body Ventura is absolutely disgusted that Damian Priest walked out the door rather than going over the top of the cage. Ventura criticized that as a lackluster end to the match. WWE doctors come to ringside with a stretcher. Drew McIntyre comes to comes and refuses help before attempting to leave under his own on its own. All right, let's move on. All right, so we get the main event is next. So we get the main event is next. So we go to commercial break. WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham of the U.S. Express are at ringside. Joe Tester and Jesse the Body Ventura summarize what we seen so far. Ventura is excited about the return of Big Bronson Reed. So we get a World Heavyweight Championship. World Heavyweight Champion main event Jey Uso. Jey Uso makes his entrance through the crowd to a huge ovation. The main event is up next. All right, so we go to commercial break. So we get the main event of the evening. World Heavyweight Champion main event Jey Uso Yeet versus the Maverick Logan Paul. I do not like Logan Paul in the WWE. And this match right here, and yeah, I got my mixed opinions about this match, but I'm so glad that I am so glad that Drew McIntyre, not Drew McIntyre, that Jey Uso retained, and I was right. I told you guys that. I told you guys that Drew McIntyre, not Drew. Well, I keep on saying Drew McIntyre. I told you that Jey Uso was going to retain his World Heavyweight Championship, and I was right. And this match right here, this was a fun main event, but I'm glad that Logan Paul lost, and I was right. All right, and I was right about Jey Uso retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm rocking with Jey Uso to this day. But anyway, let me continue. The bell rings to start the match. There are only 10 minutes left in the show. They lock up, and Jey Uso hooks a side headlock. Logan Paul but but Jey Uso shoulder tackles him. Jey Uso hits the ropes. So Logan Paul drops him down with a leaf frost, drops down and leaf frost him. Jey Uso quickly uppercuts him and sends him to the corner. But Logan Paul slingshots over him. Logan Paul knocks him out and hits a blockbuster off the ropes before doing a kip up. Jey Uso rolls out of the ring to recover. Logan Paul takes Jey Uso out with a plancha. Alright, so we go to commercial break. Back from the final break of the evening, Jey Uso knocks Logan Paul into the corner with a side step up in security. Jey Uso gets the crowd going and hits a running hip attack. Jey Uso covers for a 2 count. Jey Uso heads to the top rope for an Uso splash, but Logan Paul gets the knees up and rolls him up for a 2 count. Logan Paul is not happy with the referee's count. Logan Paul lifts Jey Uso up for a rolling fireman's carry before going for a lion salt, but Jey Uso gets the knees up. Jey Uso sends Logan Paul into the ropes for a pop up. Samoan drop for a 2 count. Jey Uso grabs Logan Paul, but he holds on the middle rope. Turnbuckle. Jey Uso pulls him away, and Logan Paul rips off the face, but the rips off. What was I? It says rips. It says Jey Uso sends Logan Paul into the ropes for a pop up Samoan drop for a 2 count. Jey Uso grabs Logan Paul, but he holds on onto the middle turnbuckles. Jey Uso pulls him away, and Logan Paul rips the turnbuckles pad off. Okay, now I'm at that part. Jey Uso clotheslines Logan Paul over the top rope and goes for a suicide dive, but Logan Paul punches him in the face with a loaded right hand. Logan Paul bounces Jey Uso off the top turnbuckle, and sets up for a buckshot Larry. That's the same. That's the same thing that Hangman Adam Page do all the time in AEW. But anyway, let me continue. But Jey Uso super kicks him for a 2 count. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Jey Uso charges for a spear, but Logan Paul sidesteps him and sends him into the exposed turnbuckle. Logan Paul cracks him in the jaw with the loaded right hand and covers 1-2. Jey Uso kicks out. Logan Paul grabs Jey Uso by Jey Uso, but Jey Uso super kicks him. Jey Uso heads to the top rope and lifts and super kicks him. Jey Uso heads to the top rope and hits Jey Uso and Jey Uso splash 1-2. Yeah. Yeah, 1-2. Undisputed WWE Champion John Cena pulls the referee out of the ring. All right, John Cena. Yeah, it. Hold on, let me see. I knew I was at. Here we go. And it says right here. Where was I? Oh yeah, now I remember. Now I remember where I was at. It says right here. It says It says something about John Cena. Yeah, it says something about John Cena. What was I? Oh, it says John Cena pulled the referee out. Yeah, that's where it's at. It says John Cena pulls the referee out of the ring. John Cena punches away at Jey Uso until the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes runs out to a huge ovation. We haven't seen Cody Rhodes since he lost to John Cena at WrestleMania 41. Rest, we haven't seen Cody Rhodes runs runs out to a huge ovation. We haven't seen Cody Rhodes since he lost to John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania 41, which that match itself was terrible. Was the worst match of the night between Cody Rhodes and John Cena for the undisputed WWE champion. Cody Rhodes punches away at John Cena before dropping down and hitting an uppercut. Cody Rhodes drops the champ with a crossroads. Logan Paul goes to punch Cody Rhodes with the brass knuckles, but he ducks. Jey also hits Logan Paul with a spear and goes to the top rope for the Uso splash. The referee gets in the ring and counts the pin 1, 2, 3. All right, the winner by pinfall and still your world heavyweight champion. Main event Jey Uso yeet, and I called it straight down the middle that Jey Uso was going to retain the world heavyweight championship against Logan Paul, and I was right. And I'm glad Logan Paul lost this match because Logan Paul I do not like. I hate Logan Paul, and that's all I gotta say. That's just my opinion. I'm going to stand on it. Cody Rhodes grabs a microphone. Cody Rhodes shouts to John Cena, "You're ruining enough. I'm sorry that the John Cena farewell tour rolled right through Cody Rhodes' country, but I'm back. I'm ready to fight. You got yourself a partner in Logan Paul. I got myself a brother in the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso. We'll see you at Money in the Bank." The broadcast immediately cuts off. So we're going to get the main event and for the Money in the Bank. So we're going to get Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul in the main event, in a tag team match and main event and Money in the Bank. Oh my goodness, and that's all I gotta say. All right, let me get my opinion. Let me go over the quick match results. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker defeated Sami Zayn and CM Punk in a tag team match. Selena Vega defeated Chelsea Green to retain the Women's United States Championship. Undisputed WWE Champion John Cena defeated R-Truth in a trash trash match, and Damian Priest defeated Drew McIntyre in a steel cage match, which that match was good. And main event, Jey Uso defeated Logan Paul to retain the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event. And that match itself was just a fun main event match in my opinion. But I'm glad Logan Paul lost to Jey Uso. Thank goodness. And WWE Saturday Night Main Event goes off the air. All right, let me get my opinion. Let me get my honest opinion what I think about WWE Saturday Night's main event. Now, WWE Saturday Night's main event was a good show, and I give it a 6 out of 10. If you guys enjoyed my Saturday Night's main event review on highlights, please watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way toward the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content I do on the channel, because I give you guys the full review, but I don't give you guys that. I give you guys the full review, and I do not give you guys that half my review. I give you guys the full review, and I break it down from the beginning to the end. Follow my social media down below in the description. And go check out my WWE SmackDown review on highlights. Go check out my AEW Dynamite review on highlights as well. And also go check out my WWE NXT review on highlights that I post on the channel. And I will see you guys. And I will make a 3-minute YouTube short video of me showing you guys my thumbnail twice in the video. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my AEW Double or Nothing review on highlights. This your boy B Boy Snack Shine TV. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.